everyone. Welcome into episode 86 of Without a Mic podcast. I'm Roger. This is Spencer. This is Brittany. And today we are doing something that we haven't done a lot on this podcast, but we want to do more of. We're doing a draft for the biggest movies, arguably, coming out this summer, 2023. So we have 24 films lined up here for us today. So we're going to do some drafting. We did this back in December for our holidays. We did a holiday movie draft.
Which I think I won, by the way. And I think we all agreed that I did win.
No, you picked something
Yes.
awful that just tanked your list. What was it?
Yeah,
It was Daddy's Home too.
Yeah,
that's
how
what it
dare
was.
you? How dare
See,
you?
you even knew what it was.
Christmas
I know,
all
I know,
time,
but
and you put Daddy's Home too.
It was a good list that I had, and you guys were saying that too until I picked that one.
You know what's nice about drafts, though? Drafts make the playing field much more even because there are so many opportunities to lose on movies that you want to pick because the first pick goes 1, 2, 3, but then we reverse and we go 3, 2, 1. So that third person and that first person will end up getting some tricky tricky positions or better ones. So
this is a top-heavy draft too. There's a lot of great movies at the top, so getting those first couple picks to be
it's going to make the biggest difference.
Key.
Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely a few movies on here that I think all three of us would love to have on our lists, but it's like those fourth and fifth picks that can really make or break it with kind of more specialized movies. So,
and we got to say here, because on the screen, if you're watching, we disqualified Guardians, right? So that's no longer on there.
Yeah, we're not counting movies any of us have seen.
Yeah.
So Spencer saw Fast X, probably unfortunately, so that's not on the list.
Very accurate.
But probably the next big
we need
movie
to talk
in
about
theaters.
That.
Oh, we will, Brittany. Don't worry. This is your Daddy's Home 2 of this episode.
We need to discuss that.
But Little Mermaid is probably the next, I guess, big theater release that's on our list.
Yeah.
Since it's not out yet, none of us have seen it. Does that come out this week?
Yeah, that comes out this Thursday. So
okay. So then that would be, that's the next big movie on the list. So none of us have seen these, so we're purely drafting them based off of projection, not having seen them. But before we jump into it, what have you guys been watching?
Ooh.
I know, Brittany, you had some stuff you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, go first.
Okay, I'll go first. Okay, well, I am currently watching the second season of Ted Lasso, the second half. Yes. So I'm at the second half of the second season. I'm really enjoying it so far. I really enjoy it. I mean, I understand like why I wasn't like obsessed with it because it did get a little bit boring for me, but hopping back into it, it's been fun. Love and Death I've been watching.
The end of season 1 got boring, or like how it transitioned into season 2?
How it transitioned to season 2 was kind of like it wasn't as funny, like hard hitting funny. I feel like for the first little bit, and it still isn't, but it's okay. I'm getting used to it not being that, so it's making it more enjoyable. Love and Death I've been watching. I'm all caught up on with Elizabeth Olsen, Jesse Plemons.
How many more episodes does that have? And how many?
Well, it's on 6. So I don't know. It might be 10. I don't know, but I think there's 6 out already. I could see it ending in about 2 or 3 episodes.
All right, I'm gonna look real quick and see
because it's getting close to the end. Okay.
Yeah,
7.
7. Okay.
Yeah.
There's only 7.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what Google says.
Okay. Wow. Okay, so I want to ask you this. Since we were talking about Fast 10,
where are we talking about Fast 10? That's the real question.
Well, Brittany was talking about Fast 10, and Spencer actually saw it. So before Brittany gives her thoughts, Spencer, why don't you give us your breakdown since you've actually seen it?
No, I don't want to give my thoughts. I want to say one thing. I want to say I watched Fast 5. I watched Fast 5 last night, and I want to know, have you seen it, and do you like it?
Yeah, so I'll go first. Fast 5 is one of the better ones. Like, I personally only truly enjoy 1 and 2, but I will say Fast 5 is a good one.
You guys, Fast 5 got high on IMDb.
Yeah, what is it rated?
What do you guys think it's rated?
I'll check it.
No, I got it on here right now.
I'm going to guess a 7.3.
Correct. Great job, Spence. That's
okay. Let's go.
I was gonna guess a 7.
That's a pretty good score, you guys. That's a pretty good score for. I'm just saying, Fast Five is for what it is. It is a funny, good, like it's just what it is. I do think they take it too far in the later ones. Obviously, like it should have ended a long time ago. But Fast Five is good, you guys.
This is a perfect segue. I have to share my thoughts about Fast X.
Yeah, give us your thoughts because I did not see this movie.
Fast Five is an enjoyable Fast and Furious film. Like if you just remotely enjoyed the first one or even the second one, I think you'll like Fast 5. Mm-hmm. But in Fast X, they literally go back to Fast 5 and take that storyline to try to do something with it rather than build something else and allow the story to move forward. And that to me shows lack of trust in that any direction of this franchise and saying, hey, let's pull parts from what worked. So that's in and of itself already an issue. But then you add Vin Diesel not knowing how to fluctuate his emotions when he's sad, angry, happy. They all look the same. He's stern.
Right.
He just doesn't have. I mean, maybe he does, but I didn't get that from him. No range, nothing that convinced me that anything serious was actually happening. When in reality, these moments are just bonkers and you can't believe them. So it just didn't make sense to me. It was a big action thriller that was scattered all over the place.
It amazes me that you have respect for this franchise, yet you dish on Tom Cruise for how great Mission Impossible franchise is.
This is serious. A great conversation.
It's comparable. It's literally comparable.
No, it is not comparable. Tom Cruise does his own stunts in Mission Impossible. Fast X is literally in space. They're driving in space. That's not comparable. That's not comparable. You're wrong.
I want people to truly vote. Tom Cruise, Fast and Furious franchise. Tom Cruise, Fast and Furious franchise.
I'm picking Fast and Furious franchise. Hands down. Are you serious?
No way.
Saying, do you like steak?
Yes, I am.
Candy?
I don't like Tom Cruise, but I'm taking his movies and his roles much higher than
you guys.
Top Gun Maverick. You haven't seen that?
I laugh at Fast and Furious. Like it's like a funny. It's a cool, funny.
It's a joke.
Like you have to take it for what it is. You have to take it for what it is.
It's garbage. It's movie junk food. That's like budget movie junk food. It's like great value chips that don't taste good, but they're bad for you.
Those are bad. Yeah, I've never bought those. I wouldn't know.
Yeah, that's the Fast and Furious.
Brittany's too bougie for that. Trust me. Don't worry, audience. I got great value. Kroger. Good choice. I have it all in the fridge.
You do not have Kroger chips.
I have had them before. I will say I don't get Kroger tortilla chips. But
that's what I like. Before. Kroger chips, or even like if it's an off-brand chip, I won't have it, or an off-brand soda, I won't have it.
Let's just talk,
so everyone knows
how bad the Fast and Furious. I'm not gonna say bad. This is how much I did not enjoy Fast X because we ended up on chips. We're talking about chips when Fast and Furious was the conversation.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I gave it a 2 out of 5 on Letterboxd. It's not necessary. Jason Momoa, though, I will say, let me just make a mark about his performance. He is so eclectic. He's weird.
Cool dude.
He's offbeat in this movie, and it just it's refreshing. I don't know if it's too much. It might be, but it was like a good change of pace for their villains that they typically have.
I unfortunately had to watch a trailer for this, and I just remember thinking like this dialogue was written by a 5-year-old. Like every dialogue moment from everybody. Jason Momoa seemed super cringy, but Vin Diesel, all of them. Just the dialogue from the trailer just made me sick. Like it was horrible.
Also, last thing here with Fast and Furious, but kind of a hot take. I get it. Like Paul Walker passed away, and maybe you don't want to tarnish that by killing him in the movies. But not explaining why this gigantic character is no longer even at a family dinner at the beginning or end of a movie. Like, I feel like they should have killed his character off because there's no understanding or transparency to where it's going. So that's a hot take.
Wait, have you seen all of them though?
Yeah, I've seen all of them.
I think that they do say it in the 6th one where they drive off. I think they do say that he is going to be a dad now.
No, he's not dead.
No, that he's going to be a dad and focus on that because family's all that matters. Like they don't really, but like they say where he's at, so you as a viewer know that he's like off with.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like in Fast X, his wife is at a family dinner, no crazy circumstances, like kids are there, but Brian's not, and I'm like, that you can't keep
it just doesn't make
pushing
sense.
him away without explaining or showing. It just doesn't. I don't know. It feels weird.
You
to
never
me.
do something.
There was a cool thing that his daughter was in it, which was cool. His daughter was in it. Well, that's cool.
They focused on that pretty hard.
Yeah, that's cool.
It was.
Anything else you've been watching though?
Yeah, so I actually, new movie wise, I watched White Men Can't Jump with Jack Harlow, who was surprisingly kind of charming in a weird way, but the movie's not great. It's loose, it is. I watched The Mother. I hate that. I have to say that I watched The Mother.
Wait. You mean like with Jennifer Lawrence?
Yeah, Jennifer Lopez.
Oh, with Jennifer Lopez. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, that's tough. I can't believe you watched that.
Yeah, you actually, I made my review and I posted it, and you replied and you said, "Oh my, I could have told you this before you watched it."
Yeah, like I'm not wasting my time watching that.
It was, I mean, it's so funny how Netflix does like the #1 movie on Netflix. I'm like, yeah, you get to choose it. It's your original movie. Like you can put it #1.
No one's watching it.
She just, I don't know. Jennifer Lopez is a mother / one of the best low-key agent assassins. It just doesn't really match up in my mind. So yeah, I'm a pass on that. And then that was it for new movies, but I watched some old movies. Fury, Goodfellas, Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Yeah.
Have you seen Goodfellas before? Was this your first
time?
That
was my first time. That was my first time.
No way. Oh man,
yeah, really good film.
All-timer.
Ray Liotta is kind of like,
he's like,
I don't know how I feel. I don't know how I feel. Like he definitely he has some incredible moments, but then he has moments where he's like laughing and so forceful, and I'm like, I don't know. Like maybe it's meant to be like that. I'm not sure, but great cast, great film. I like this story. Like it's just a really long story that like you're fully invested in. So that's a good classic,
for sure.
Roger, what about you?
So I saw Dungeons and Dragons finally.
What'd you think?
I liked it. I was spot on it. I said when I predicted it, I said I think it's going to be a fun adventure movie like Free Guy that has some like references that some people may or may not get, but regardless, you'll just enjoy it for a fun ride. And that's what it was. I think it was good. It was enjoyable.
Fun movie, dude. I like that one.
Yeah,
that was a lot of fun.
It's fun. It's a fun adventure. Chris Pine, like he's a good.
He goes back to OG Chris Pine. That's that's the Chris Pine right there.
Yeah, I mean he takes these projects that I think diminish his like he could have been so much bigger if he took certain projects probably, but he sticks to these like smaller ones. Obviously Star Trek might be his biggest role, but he does stuff like Don't Worry Darling, and then he does stuff like this, and it's like, what's your brand, man? But I mean everything
I think he's good where he's at too. Like, I think he could have taken bigger things, but I like where he's at. Like I feel like Chris Pine is always
I'm not knocking him.
I know. I'm just throwing that in.
Disney movie he did. I can't remember what it's called. It was like a weird one with fairies or something. Like
I remember that. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, what was that?
It was a weird. I don't know, stuff like that, because it's like he'll do stuff like that, and you're like, what is this? What, Chris Pine's in this? And then you'll watch stuff where it's like, oh yeah, he's a good actor. He's in Star Trek. Like he's headlining that movie. So it's like, I don't know. He's kind of all over the place, but
he's somebody that if he's on the screen, Brayden will be like, that guy's in everything. Who is he? Like some people might not know that his name is Chris Pine, but they know that he's in a bunch of stuff. Like you could name a bunch of stuff that he's in.
Wait, was it A Wrinkle in Time? Is that the one you were thinking of?
He was in that, but no, it was a different one. It was more off-brand than that. Let me see.
You got me so curious, but yeah, no, I think
Wish. No, it's not Wish. It's I'll look it up 1 second. Go ahead.
Into the Woods?
Yes, I think that's it.
Is it?
Or something like that. Are you saying that's what it was?
I mean, the live action Into the Woods is bad.
Oh,
so it could be this.
Yeah, this one, Into the Woods. I was like, what is that? Like,
yeah, that was bad.
He was in
Chris. So I was having this conversation.
Yeah,
with
he's in Horrible
Ken's,
Bosses.
and I think you guys I think you guys would like this conversation real quick because we were talking about what actors are good looking and that's why they're cast, and which actors are genuinely good actors. So an example is like for us, we saw like Robert Pattinson is a good actor and he's good looking, so I think he would be cast for his talent regardless. Whereas other actors like maybe like Chris Evans is kind of known for his face more than he is for any acting ability that he has. I'm not sure. So I think that would be a curious thought when it comes to like Chris Pines, who haven't really been able to just truly express. They've been in these high energy, high level, franchises, but I want to see him just like lead a super deep film.
Okay, I have one that you were like talking about. I think that Patrick Dempsey is not that talented, but I think his looks have gotten him to where he is. I don't think he has like I don't think he's on the like the level of,
I agree
you
with
get what
that.
I'm saying? Thank you. Yeah. The first thing that popped in my head, I'm like, oh, Derek Shepherd. Derek Shepherd is very good looking, but does he have it? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, Tom Holland's kind of at that crux right now. Like, I'm not sure if Tom Holland can
Oh,
be
he's
that guy
got the
or if he's known.
talent.
But that's the thing. If he does, like, he
You
would be
guys
doing
seen that?
more like Rob Pattinson, Timothy Chalamet, even Jonathan Majors. Like, he'd be delving into so many different types of roles. But I feel like he sticks to franchises / like video game, high functioning, high energy movies.
What about The Devil All the Time and Cherry?
Yes,
Like
and
those,
I
he did
liked him in The
good.
Devil All the Time. I did like him in that movie. I just don't know if that's
There's
enough quite
I
yet. I
think
don't
he's
think he's on.
trying.
Yeah, I don't think he's on either side.
Yeah,
But
yeah, I agree. Yeah, I
So
think
the
he's
Crowded
trying because
Room
he has a
comes
new one
out.
coming out. Exactly that one.
Crowded Room's coming out on Apple TV Plus, so that one looks promising. It's a very dark
Yeah.
it's a
series.
TV series. Yeah.
So
Oh, it's
he's
a
the
TV
main character in that.
series.
It's a TV series.
Yeah, and it's based
So
on a true story, I believe. It's based on something, either a
yeah,
novel or it's a true story. It was one of the two.
Have you seen The
based
Devil
in
All the
reality.
Time, Roger?
No.
Funny enough, we're talking about The Devil All the Time. I actually remember Robert Pattinson's role in that film
So
more than
good.
Tom Holland. And
So
Tom
good.
Holland was the lead actor. So the fact that I remember somebody who's not the lead in that movie, I think that kind of speaks a little bit.
I don't know. It's just when someone, because like I think Tom Holland did incredible, but Robert Pattinson just did amazing. It's like if you're in a movie with Christian Bale, I mean Christian Bale's gonna do incredible, amazing.
The pale blue eye, Harry Melling, who plays Dudley, and he did a phenomenal job. I remember him more than Christian Bale, so I think it depends. It depends on who's like acting.
It also depends
and
on
what
the
the role is
probably
too.
impossible.
Yeah, what the role is for sure.
Well, speaking of roll, should we roll a dice?
Yes.
Oh yes. Okay.
So we're gonna roll a dice for each of us and see who has the highest second and third highest number, right? And then that will determine the order.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, so who wants to go first? Should I just go first, like for myself?
Roll for yourself.
All right. Hey Siri, roll the dice.
You need to show it. I need some proof.
So I got 6 and 4, so I have 10.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh, it's 2 dice. Okay.
Yeah. That's good. Okay.
All right, who's next?
I'll go next.
Okay. Hey Siri, roll the dice. 5.
All right.
Hey Siri, roll the dice. They came up 1 and 6 this time, it says. So 7.
Okay.
So
we got our order.
Oh, this makes me so happy. I needed this.
This was all just for Oppenheimer, really.
I was literally like sweating. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to feel blasphemous to my boy Chris if I don't put this on my list. And I'm going to become a rapper. Okay, so number 1 on my list is Oppenheimer. We get 5 choices. So I don't know if we mentioned that, but we in 5 rounds. So Oppenheimer's my number 1. I'm so incredibly excited. If you haven't seen the second full-length trailer, it's finally available on YouTube, and I would very, very much recommend watching that and turning your sound up because I think the sound design is going to be absolutely astonishing. So I'm excited. This movie, I hope, is going to be good. But
this is a theater movie for sure. I mean, if you want to get the best experience, you got to see it in the theater. IMAX, baby.
Entirely on IMAX, black and white and color.
Yeah, this was the best 2 minutes of Avatar: Way of Water for me. So seeing that trailer in the theater was all-time stuff. It's art. The second trailer is art.
It is truly art. Everything Christopher Nolan does is art.
I agree. I can't wait.
And it will be
it was everyone's number one pick.
One day we'll have to do a top 5 trailer list because there's some trailers that I remember as epic.
Unfortunately, Kenobi.
Kenobi was one of the best. I was thinking about that.
Season.
The entire trailer was way better than the entire season, and if they had just stopped at the trailer, they would have done us a mercy. So, all right. True. Well, so Oppenheimer is probably the big dog here. I'm gonna. Sorry, Guardians of the Galaxy is listed here, but it's not eligible for picking. I'm gonna pick Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse as my number one.
Great.
You piece of crap.
You piece of crap. It's gonna be all-time stuff. The trailers keep coming out. I've seen a little bit more here and there. Very high expectations for this movie, and I think now I'm excited to see how it does, because when the first one came out, it was this animated Spider-Man movie, and no one knew what the heck it was. And then it was a huge hit, maybe even more so after it was released. And now I think the second one is just going to drive it so much more. So I'm excited to see it do well in the box office, as well as do well as a great movie. So,
do we know how long this movie is going to be?
I'll look it up.
Okay, because it looks like 2 hours and 20 minutes. 16? You said
16. Sorry, 2 hours 16 minutes.
Wow. Okay, so that's a good sized film. Like it's not short to the point that I'm worried. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah,
I think it's a great. Yeah, that's a good. I'm really jealous of that pick right there. Ugh. All right.
Yeah. Going third.
Okay, I get to go. Yeah, but I do get to go twice, which is nice.
This is nice.
This is nice. So, my first one is obviously going to be Barbie. I am excited. I know this is the hard part about picking Barbies. We don't really know what it's about, but from what we do know, it's going to be amazing.
Allegedly, so I'm excited. The greatest script ever.
Yes, I mean, 2 people have said that, so.
Why do we feel like we're getting a little Enchanted vibes, though? Like, you're taking the princess from her world into the real world. I feel like that's going to be Barbie. You're taking Barbie from the Barbie world and then having them develop as a human being in the real world. I almost imagine that it's going to be in some wavelength.
They've done something like that. They've done Life Size with Tyra Banks. Do you guys ever see that movie?
No.
Nope.
Was that
really with Lindsay Lohan and Tyra Banks?
A doll or something?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
She's a doll and she turns into a human, and it's Tyra Banks, and they teach her all these things. Actually, I'm going to be honest with you, it's a good movie. Like, I'm not telling you guys to watch it, but like growing up, it was a good Disney movie. You know what I mean?
Is it one of those movies
that, by the way, for not recommending it?
Thank you.
Well, is it one of those movies that you watch as a kid and then you watch it as an adult and you're like, oh, this movie was horrible. Like, why did I like it?
So I'm sure. Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah. It's one of those.
Yeah. Yeah, I would never like recommend it to anybody under any circumstance ever, but I did enjoy it when I watched it. Okay, guys, this is where it gets tough, huh?
Is it?
I'm in between two.
I feel like you got to go Transformers here.
I know that's. I know.
Stop.
I'm thinking of that.
Stop! Don't do that, please.
Guys are the best.
Okay, I think I'm gonna play it smart. Oh, that's not smart. I don't know. Let me just think for 1 second.
Pressure's on, Brittany.
I know.
By the way, while Brittany thinks, I'm gonna read through these. So we have Insidious.
Yes, will you read through them?
Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1. We have Haunted Mansion, Talk to Me, Meg 2, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Gran Turismo, Blue Beetle, The Equalizer, The Creator, Transformers: Rise of Beasts, The Blackening, Elemental, The Flash, Asteroid City, No Hard Feelings, Indiana Jones, The Boogeyman, Little Mermaid, and Extraction 2. And we've already picked Oppenheimer, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, and Barbie. So those are the selections. I apologize. We should have read that earlier for the listening audience, but for the video audience, we have it up on the screen.
Okay, I know what I'm going to take. I'm going to take The Flash.
Oh. Nice. That's a great pick. I actually think this movie is going to be very good.
Now let me say, I want to say why. To take it away from you guys. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't think Roger's super hyped for it.
No, I know. Listen, the reason I did it is because I think that this is going to be a great movie. I know you just, when a lot of people are saying that it's a great movie, you got to give it a shot, right? So I'm like, and I want to have different types of movies in my draft. So those are the two I'm going to go with right now.
Yeah, let's add this because I think it's important. This is a draft, so you have to take the collection as a whole. And so
yes,
if someone had picked Spider-Verse, Flash, Blue Beetle, like that's a lot of superhero movies. You kind of need to diversify a little bit. So
yes,
to make
that's what a draft
like
is. Yes.
The 5-movie perfect summer, right? That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Like if these are the only 5 we get to watch, these are ones these are the ones we're gonna watch.
This is your movie.
This is our summer
movie lineup, right? Like so.
Yes.
Don't let Roger persuade you to pick his list after all said is done. All is said and done. We don't need that. We don't need that psychological.
I'm planting seeds. I'm planting seeds.
You're up, Raj.
Well,
now you don't get it back to back, so that sucks for you.
I know because I know there's 2 movies I'm looking at, and I know Spencer would take both if I let him. So I have to decide which one.
I think I know what one you're talking about too.
Yeah. I can't let you get Extraction 2 and Transformers. So
please take those, please.
I'm gonna go Mission Impossible. I have to.
Oh, I knew you would. I don't think that's a bad pick, though.
It will be the best action movie of the summer.
Well, is it like the only action movie of the summer?
But
it is going against the Flash. We'll see.
Well, I consider that a superhero movie.
That's not a superhero movie, you know.
Oh, okay.
I think they're in their
non-IP action, like non-IP.
Yeah, I think it's going to be. I mean, I'm a huge fan of this franchise, as everyone knows, but I think especially after Top Gun Maverick, this will get a ton of boost because all the Mission Impossible movies have been doing better and better and better and better, and I think with Top Gun kind of jumping it forward, I think this is going to be a massive movie. I think it's going to be great as well. The trailer for this just came out last week or over this weekend, so looks very, very good, and I'm excited for it. So that's my number 2.
All right, I have some tough decisions to make here.
You do.
I'm looking at my list just as much as I'm looking at the pictures on the screen.
Me too.
I'm having a hard time. I'm having a very hard time. Okay. I am going to take Asteroid City by Wes Anderson.
Wow.
Okay.
And I know that's a niche pick, but I do think it's going to be one of the better films of the summer.
It is very niche.
Whether it garners a lot of money or anything like that. I don't know if
that's second round pick though, Spence.
That's a little high, yeah.
Yeah, you could have saved it. You could have saved it.
Technically, he's making a second and a third round pick, so
and also let me say that you have big movies like Indiana Jones, for example. I'm a little, and I hate to admit this, but I am a little swayed by the reviews. Like I'm a little bit like, okay, I don't know if I want to touch that. So I haven't seen it yet, and I'm still going to be open-minded, but it hasn't garnered the best attention. And so I'm like, I'm going to pass on that, even though that originally may have been. So yeah,
it's like the exact same thing of The Flash. Like I haven't seen it, I don't know, but what I'm hearing is really good, so I'm going to trust it and go for it. And that's why you're not picking Indiana Jones, yeah.
Exactly. So
I think makes sense.
I'm going to take a real big swing here, and I'm going to choose The Creator. Now, if anybody has not seen the trailer that was just released for this, I would highly recommend it. This stars John David Washington. It's directed by the Rogue One director, and it's seemingly set out to be an origin sci-fi film, an original sci-fi film, which is nearly impossible to do nowadays. It just reminded me of Tenet a little bit, mixed in with AI, and so yeah, I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be good.
That was what I was going to take next.
I actually was eyeing that too, so I'm a little bit sad.
I did love the trailer, and I think, as you know, I'm a huge fan of Rogue One and Andor, and so for that crossover, I think it's going to be really good. All right, So I am on pick number 3. This is pretty tough. I thought you were going to take Indiana Jones, to be honest, and that's what I was leaning towards. Looking at the
don't let me sway
movies,
you now.
No.
He'll take it.
I think the IP is too big here, and for this to be Harrison Ford's last run as Indiana Jones, probably, even if it doesn't live up to probably unrealistic expectations, I think I'm going to have to take it just from what's left. Harrison Ford, he's obviously people are going to go see it. They may not love it, and it may be slightly disappointing, but I think people will enjoy seeing Harrison Ford back as Indiana Jones, if nothing else. And I think he will do a good job, even if the movie and story and pieces surrounding him isn't great. So yeah, I'm just going to take it because I think also Brittany would probably like that one, and so
oh, thanks. You were safe though. You were safe from me. I haven't seen any of the Indiana Joneses, so you're
what?
safe.
Oh man,
that's a conversation in itself.
I've been on the ride at Disneyland or wherever it is, but I have
no.
Wherever it is.
Oh no.
No, this is at Knott's Berry Farm.
Well, I didn't know if it was like Disneyland or like Universal. I don't know. I've only been like twice.
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay. Well, yeah, you're safe.
You're safe for that pick, Roger.
All right. Now this is where you guys are going to give me some crap, but I don't care.
I already know what you're going to pick.
I'm taking The Little Mermaid.
Oh, okay. No, it's not that pick. I don't mind you taking
Rise of Beasts. Man, it's sitting out there.
No, I'm going to take Little Mermaid because, to be honest, in this, from the options we have, it was between, I was like eyeballing Elementals and Little Mermaid, and I'd rather have Little Mermaid. Soundtrack wise,
great cast too.
Yes, great cast. I am excited for it. I definitely don't think it's going to be one where I'm like, oh my gosh, we have to go see it right now. But I definitely do want to make an effort to go see it. To maybe take my kids to it. They might like it. I don't know. But Little Mermaid it's going to be good, I think.
I'm excited to hear Lin-Manuel Miranda's score. Like the songs that he created for that movie. That's what I'm genuinely looking forward to. And some people might be looking forward to the story aspect of The Little Mermaid or the live action, the curiosity of that. So I think everybody's going and they're going for some reason or another and they're not putting too much hype on it.
And I'm with you there. I'm going, I mean, Halle Bailey's voice is incredible. I mean, if you didn't like what's the main song? Why am I blanking? Part of Your World. I mean, it's beautiful. Her rendition is gorgeous. So if you guys haven't seen that, go on YouTube. She has like the actual live version with the orchestra and it's beautiful. I think the soundtrack and score is going to be incredible.
I think if any Disney Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna go ahead.
Yeah, who are you gonna pick next? That's what I was gonna say. So Roger.
Oh, I was just gonna say. I just wanted to say. I think if any Disney live action remake has a chance to be decent, it's this. But I'm not gonna say it's gonna be great.
The water sequences have to be tough. That's got to be a tough job.
Well, we talked about with Avatar. This was
I'll be honest, I've seen some of it and it doesn't look bad, but I can't base that off of a 2-minute clip I've seen. But I can't base it off of a 2-minute clip I've seen, but like I was expecting it to be horrible and it doesn't look horrible, but it's 2 minutes. It's like a minute, I can't base it all off of that, but I'm like, oh, okay, I'm not turned away from it. I'm turned away from the crab, if we're being honest. If we're really going to go there, the crab is turning me off.
Smash or pass the live action feeling, like smash or pass, like them making the animals look real rather than like kind of cartoonish.
I loved the Lion King live action. Smash.
I'm not saying, but you don't like the Little Mermaid.
I know. I'm just saying.
Okay,
I loved it. I don't know. That's tough because, like, when you have a character like Sebastian, like that's supposed to be like I think they did Timon really well.
But
I don't know.
That was a more translatable character, like animal.
Exactly. Yeah.
In Lion King, the animals literally look like the animals, and they just talk. But in this, they have like big old features and stuff like that.
Yeah, and this is really like, what is this like the first one that they've like done that, taken an actual like cartoon and put it like, is that Am I wrong for saying that this is like the first one?
I mean, we have The Lion King, Jungle Book,
Beauty and the Beast,
Beauty and the Beast,
Cinderella, Aladdin, Mulan.
Yeah,
Man,
but I mean, those could be. Oh, Mulan was bad.
Yeah, that
Mulan, okay.
We don't need to talk about.
Okay,
that.
Let's get back on track. I am going to take. I think I want to take it, but you guys, I don't know. Do I have like a comedy on here? Barbie could be a comedy, huh?
I think Transformers could really fit that slot for you.
I know, I'm debating.
Some laughs,
I'm
tears.
seriously debating. No. Okay, I'm gonna go with my heart. And I know you guys are gonna give me shit, but I'm going with my heart and soul here. I'm taking my boy, Chris Hemsworth, Extraction 2.
I knew it. That's the one I thought you were gonna pick last time.
Yikes.
Listen,
I think that's a 5th round pick, if at all.
I was worried you guys were going to take it from me, so that's why I did 4th, okay? My heart is just in it. My heart is just in it. Have you seen Extraction 1? It's Extraction 1. I'm sorry. It's good. It's a good movie. I'm not joking. I'm not going to say it's incredible. It's
I've never heard anyone say that. I've never heard anyone talk
Well, you have now. Well, you have now.
What, 2 years later?
I've talked about it before. You go back in our podcast. I've talked about it before.
Brittany's getting spicy about Extraction over here.
Well, I'm just telling you guys, Chris Hemsworth. I gotta take it.
Is he okay? I actually do want to ask: is he a good actor in this movie, or?
Oh, did I really watch the acting? I need to go back and rewatch it and see what the acting was like. I was just so stunned and amazed with what I was seeing that I really wasn't focused on the acting.
So I think you literally answered my question because you went there to watch him, but not to watch his performance.
Yes, but that's what I went in there with. I need to try. I'm going to watch it again, and I will let you know next time. I really will. Okay, I'm going to really watch it.
Deal.
I'm going to be so non-biased.
All right, you just gave me more confidence for my list here.
Yeah,
all right.
Me too.
What's next?
So I think my list, actually, so I was thinking about taking a specific movie, because I was like, I need to appeal to the kids, right? Like, I need a kids' summer movie. But Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
You have Spider-Verse.
I know, that's what I was thinking. I was like, but wait, I have Spider-Verse. Like, I've already got probably that movie probably has the widest audience.
Yeah, I agree.
In this pool, like, I do think Oppenheimer will be probably the best movie of the summer, but I think that kids won't watch that, obviously. So
yeah,
I was like, man, I've already got the kids' movie, the best superhero movie, the best animated movie of the summer, so I don't need to touch Elemental. I was thinking about that.
Elemental looks bad too, if I'm just being honest.
It looks generic. Really? I don't think it looks bad. I just think it looks
I'm not into
like one of those. It looks like one of those ones that'll be watched and forgotten. I mean, people with kids might watch it 1,000 times because their kids will want to watch it.
I'm pretty hyped on Elementals. I'm not.
That's crazy.
Really?
I bet you'll pick it.
Pixar does not go wrong with their animated films. They're just.
Well, I'm not saying it's going to be bad. I just think it's going to be one of those forgotten ones. Like, I don't think it's going to be
like a Monsters Inc. type vibe or anything like that. I don't think it's going to be like that.
So who?
No, what was the one? Turning Red? Huh?
Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, what are you picking?
Pixar. I don't think that was Pixar.
Was it not?
It was.
I think it was
animation.
Look it up. Okay, Raj.
This one's kind of, I don't know. I'm kind of drawn to this one. I don't know why. I think I just need to diversify. And I think a lot of people like this movie, the first movie, even though it wasn't.
Oh.
That great. I'm gonna take the Meg.
Oh no, that's bad. That's
it's the bad horror movie of the summer.
I'm speechless.
Hey, I'm just diversifying. I don't think it's that great of a movie, but I'm saying to round out my group, I have a lot of action, and I've got animation. I've got kids.
You need to get a comedy in there.
I honestly, by process of an elimination, I think you guys have just like made my list better without me adding anything to it. So
okay, Mr. First Round Pick. That's easy to say when you got the first round pick.
Did you not get the movie you wanted? You wanted Barbie.
No, I was gonna pick Spider-Verse. If we're being honest, I was gonna pick Spider-Verse because I knew one of you two would pick Oppenheimer.
Roger doesn't have the first pick. Roger didn't have the first
pick. I know, but he would have picked Oppenheimer, and that's what I was betting on.
Well, I think
you also got the Flash, which I would have liked. So.
Yeah, Spencer's hurting for a superhero movie right now. That's his weak spot.
Yeah. So what are
what I'm going to pick.
Well, this is it. Final two. What is it? Yeah, Blue Beetle and what else?
All right. No Blue Beetle. No, I don't need superhero movies in my list.
Oh, okay. I swear, if you pick
the 5 movies I think is going to be the
gosh.
best. No, so I am going to choose Elemental. So that would be my first one.
I think you have to. I think you have to get that.
Genuinely,
you do. You do.
You're right, by the way. So Turning Red was Pixar, and I don't know if it's forgotten, but it was probably number 2 or 3 on the best animated picture Oscar list. So
well, let's be honest. Anytime Pixar puts out an animated movie, it's going to be on the Oscar list. But I'm not saying they make bad movies. I'm just saying that one, like, I don't really see much of it. Well, actually, I live near Disney.
We're on the same page. I don't see it going far.
It didn't like get next level where there's like a ride and a land now. Like, it's going to be one of those good movies that people watch, but it's not going to be like an iconic one that people are like, yeah, that was one of the best Pixar movies.
Yeah,
people still watch and talk about Up. That's a great movie.
That's a good point. Yeah. No, I will say give these films time. Who knows 5 years from now if Turning Red will stick around or not. But I'm excited for Elemental. I know Brittany said that you didn't like the animated style or just the way it looks. At least I think it's unique, and I think this concept is very unique to take just the elements. Which I think many people loved with Avatar: The Last Airbender, and they're making a story that's deeply intertwined. So we'll see. We'll see how it is. Last pick is probably going to be a little bit more niche, but I am picking Talk to Me, which is the horror film, the A24 horror film. And I just
that's gonna be. I mean, that's your cup of tea, Spence.
I think this might have a chance to be the best horror film of the year.
I would have been shocked if you didn't take it.
Yeah, I'm excited for this.
That's all you. I mean, a crazy, disturbing A24 comes out. Just say for Spencer Cook on it. Like, he's gonna watch it, and you're gonna like it.
I'm excited.
Yeah, so Spencer's list is done now. So you have the blockbuster, you've got the Wes Anderson, so kind of the off.
That's a niche, yeah.
Niche. You got the creator, which could be in the middle. I think some people will see that just because it does come out in August, so it is after a lot of these big movies have released. So it might be one of the bigger movies of August. You've got Elemental, which will obviously get a bunch of people to go see it with the kids, and you've got a very niche, disturbing A24 film. So that's a pretty well-rounded list. I will say you are lacking like a solid action movie in there.
The
creator looks actiony, but I don't know how actiony it will be.
I didn't want to sacrifice quality for this cheap aspect, like not cheap. I shouldn't say cheap. Sorry, action is actually well needed in all these high end thriller adventure movies, but I don't know. I like the quality of my movies. Do I think they're going to make the most money? No, but I like the quality of them.
That's fair. Dang, this is tough.
Last picks.
This is it.
Low expectations for most of these. So
okay, wait. Are you guys not into The Equalizer or what?
No.
Are you serious? You didn't like the first one?
The first one was okay.
The first one was good. I liked the first one.
Second one.
Well, Brittany,
really not good.
In that case, no, I'm just kidding. I mean, a lot of these movies are the same.
I know. Just pick one at this point. You should pick Blue Beetle. You might as well. I mean, that's going to be a good one. You know it's going to be good.
I think Blue Beetle will be a fun movie.
Yeah.
Like Dungeons and Dragons or Free Guy, that kind of. I think that's what it's going to. Or Shazam, the first Shazam. I think it was a genuinely fun movie. Man, that's tough. You know what? I'll just take Blue Beetle, and I think I can.
For Transformers, that's insane. That's insane. Just kidding.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I also love that it's I think it's at least the main cast is all Latino. So I love that about this movie too, because there are no superhero movies other than this one that have that can say that. So I really like that about this movie. And I've seen, I think his name is Cholo, the the main actor. He's in Cobra Kai as well, so I'm excited to see him have a chance to headline a big DC project, which I think a lot of people are actually excited for. People are super hyped for this movie. I had no idea who Blue Beetle was, and a lot of people are like, "Yeah, he's one of the coolest characters." So I think this will be my like fun superhero movie with low expectations.
I think this sits with the Flash in these movies that you kind of feel good about, but they're still not James Gunn productions. So you're like, I don't know what to hope for / expect. So I think Blue Beetle definitely has, in my mind, my own opinion, the potential to be really good. But then it has like this Shazam type vibe that could kick in, but maybe not. So I'm excited to see how it is.
The trailer was pretty good, actually. I was impressed with the trailer.
Yeah,
that made me genuinely excited to see it.
All right. Okay.
Taking door number 1, door number 2, or door number 3.
I know, right? Okay, I want to say I am not a horror movie fan, and I'm absolutely not an Insidious fan. So I'm just throwing that out there that I will not be picking anything scary. Even Haunted Mansion, I'm like, I don't think so.
I don't want to sway your opinion one way or another, but yeah, I'm just curious of like if you've seen some of these. Like, have you seen the trailer for The Blackening?
No, I haven't, but I just was looking I was just looking at I was just looking up some, like little synopsis of No Hard Feelings and The Blackening, just to like see, what my options were. Why? Have you seen the trailer for it?
Yeah, no, it looks really funny. And I don't know, like they're just they nitpick stereotypes and they make it really funny. So yeah, it looks funny to me, but also No Hard Feelings with Jennifer Lawrence looks funny too.
See,
so.
I'm thinking I'm gonna go with No Hard Feelings to round out. Also to have like a good comedy, maybe like a tiny rom-com. Who knows? Throw it in there. But
an official pick, or you're still thinking?
No, because Transformers, you guys.
You gotta pick. You gotta pick.
No. Okay. Wait. I'm gonna do No Hard Feelings because I need to round it out. And I like Jennifer Lawrence, so let's throw it in there.
Nice. Okay, so before we read what's left over, what will you read the movies on our lists?
I'm not happy about my list right now.
So Spencer has the lineup of Oppenheimer, Asteroid City, The Creator, Elemental, and Talk to Me. I have Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. I have a lot of Part 1s. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, Meg 2, there's a 2, and Blue Beetle. And then Brittany has Barbie, The Flash, The Little Mermaid, Extraction 2, and No Hard Feelings. And we have leftover in the dregs Insidious, The Red Door, Haunted Mansion, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. Sorry, that's a mouthful. Gran Turismo, Transformers, Rise of Beasts, The Equalizer. Is that 3?
3.
Yeah.
No. The Blackening and The Boogeyman. So a lot of horror movies left over on the list, as well as rehashes of like kids stuff with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Transformers.
Haunted Mansion.
Haunted Mansion. That I saw the trailer and it was more interesting than I thought it would be. And they actually have.
I mean, it's going to theaters, so that's your first sign that it could be halfway enjoyable. So.
Well, the
I don't know. I
was surprised they had some a decent cast, like a good cast, some good actors on there. But yeah, we'll see how that one goes. So, what do you guys' thoughts?
Looking at our list, I think we all have 3, maybe except for Roger, no offense, that are gonna be really good.
What?
I am fully confident all 5.
Not all 5, Spence. You got 2 in there that Elementals and Talk to Me. Those are not gonna. I don't think.
But Brittany thinks those movies are not going to be good movies.
Well,
I'm gonna say that.
Well, out of your list, I think there's 3 that stand out, but then there's others that are like, Well, same with mine, though. I have 3 that stand out, and then 2 that are like throwaways. You know what I mean?
We all have our first picks were the right first 3 to go off the board, right? Like I think, no matter what order we picked, it would have been
those would have been gone.
Some version of Oppenheimer, Spider-Man, and Barbie like that. And I think they went in the right order. I think Oppenheimer will be the best movie of the summer, and Spider-Man will be the second, and Barbie will be third. Or you could interchange those, but those three will probably be.
Barbie's a great pick, Brittany.
No, it is.
That's a great pick.
It is
a good pick.
I want to know this. I want to know if you guys could steal one movie except for the first round picks, what would you steal? If you could, or would you not?
I'd swap I think I would have with the Meg, and that would probably be a solid list for me.
I would have swapped, well, not in this order, but I would have taken Asteroid City next.
Yeah, I was thinking the Flash maybe. Like maybe the Flash. So
yeah,
like that was definitely one I was intrigued by. But I think they're like Spencer's good lists for different reasons.
I think Spencer's list would have been great with the Flash. Like that would have.
Oh yeah, take out Elementals.
Yeah, I would have taken the Flash over Elemental. Yeah, I
of course.
Oh, for sure.
No brainer.
I think Asteroid City went a little high as a second round pick, and I think Little Mermaid went. Well, Little Mermaid was a good pick. I think Extraction too.
Yeah.
So this is a weird analogy, but I have to make it. Wes Anderson is very similar to Christopher Nolan, where people want to work with them, where they'll be paid nothing just to work with them because of how gifted they are. So it's funny that his movies have never made tons of money because the actors want to be in those movies more than any other movie. So I'm excited. I just think it's going to be really good. And maybe it's not a big guess, but I think Margot Robbie is going to be the alien in that movie.
Oh. I think it's going to be good. I mean, I think you're right when it comes to, like, when you hear the name Wes Anderson, you're like, oh, okay. You kind of know what you're getting yourself into. That it is going to be good quality, great visuals, etc.
Yeah.
It is a niche brand, though.
It is very niche. Say,
like with Christopher Nolan, like anybody will see a Christopher Nolan film, but not everybody will see a Wes Anderson film. A lot of people will see a Wes Anderson film. I think that's the distinction there.
Were there any films on the list that you would have liked to have? Like any, even just to add to your list? Like, was there any that you're like, oh man, I'm kind of sad that I didn't get that?
No, I didn't like taking the Meg, I'll be honest. That's easily my weakest pick. But I think it's like that like,
I get why you were doing it, though. It was smart.
It's not a movie I will probably even see, but it was an element my list needed, and so I took it. And
I'm not gonna lie to you. In all seriousness, I think Transformers could have been that for you for the Meg. If for like the reasons it sounds like
you should have taken Transformers over the Meg. For sure, great job, Spence.
Similar quality, but Transformers is gonna make more money, in my opinion, and be more like
absolutely.
The first Meg movie did pretty well, I think. A lot of people watched it because of Jaws, I think. Like people are going to see that because they want like an updated version of Jaws that's not as good, but it's movie junk food.
The Meg did make $500 million. So
oh my goodness.
That's what I'm saying. People are going to go see it.
That's a good point.
I'm not picking it because I like it, but I picked it. It was a necessary evil on my list.
Okay.
If we had a 6th round pick, I would have picked Transformers, I'll be honest.
Okay. Yeah, I was looking at Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and The Blackening, just quality-wise. Like, I don't know how much money they're going to make.
Yeah, exactly.
I was looking at those and I was like, taken The Blackening before either of us.
Yeah, I just funny, like an off-tone comedy movie that's supposed to be the way it is. So yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to just test it out.
Man, these are good lists overall. I don't think there's one that's like clearly the worst, but there are.
No.
There are some. I feel like mine is lacking that like niche high quality film. Like Barbie. To be honest, Barbie is kind of one of those like niche high quality films, even though it's got the big brand. But if you took the Barbie brand off of it, it would be a great movie, just because of how good the movie is in the acting. And I think Spencer has the most of that. I think Brittany, you're lacking like. I think you're kind of lacking that too. Like you don't have like a niche, like.
I think I'm lacking. I think I'm lacking the. I mean, not action because I mean I have the Flash and Extraction, but I think like Indiana Jones or Mission Impossible and take out No Hard Feelings would have completed my list big time. Like I think it would have made it really stand out. But you guys know I haven't seen Mission Impossible. I haven't seen Indiana Jones. So like I'm not intrigued by those. But if you put that in my list over No Hard Feelings, I think it's strong.
Are you intrigued to watch any of those franchises? Because those are big franchises.
Have you never seen a Mission Impossible movie?
I haven't, but I would. I would watch it. But I've just never seen it.
Right now.
How can you criticize it? Hypocrite.
Because of the star. I can criticize it because of the man leading the films. Sorry.
You have the Flash on your list, Brittany. If you're going to that argument, that's kind of tough.
I know. As soon as I said it. Listen, I've seen like Top Gun though. I've seen the first Top Gun, and it was like
that's not even comparable. That's not the same. Oh my god.
So maybe
I'll have to watch the Mission Impossibles.
Maybe Brittany thinks Tom Cruise is better known for his looks than his acting because she was like, "Hey, I'm gonna get the same experience from Top Gun Maverick with Mission Impossible." So maybe he's not a great actor.
He might have done that was some of the best acting of his career. I'll be honest, but. You have to watch Mission Impossible, Brittany. You have to watch it.
All right.
Or you can say another word about Tom Cruise. You have to watch it.
Same with you about Extraction. Go watch Chris Hemsworth.
But I'm not saying Chris Hemsworth is like the worst person ever.
Well, you guys were saying the quality wasn't good, and
no,
about his
Tom
acting.
Cruise, I'll tell you that.
I feel like an equal comparison is if Roger said Chris Hemsworth is ugly, then you said, "Hey, before you make that statement, watch Extraction and let me know if he's ugly." That's the similarity, but we're not saying he's ugly.
I've seen Top Gun, and I've seen Top Gun, and it was like that acting was bad to me. I've seen all of Top Gun.
The new one?
No, the first one.
That's not.
It's not.
Oh my!
It wasn't good acting. The way
it's
he was like making out with that girl was so gross, Roger. It was so bad.
You're literally comparing him from like 1987.
Yes,
I'm telling you from what I know. I'm just saying from what I know. I was like, oh, it's not good.
Right now. I'm appalled.
How many Mission Impossibles are there? Because I really don't want to watch 7 of them. How many are there?
This will be the 7th.
But
I will say 2 and 3 are not that great. 2 is the worst one. 1.
Maybe I'll start with 5 or 6. Tell me 5 or 6.
Start with 4. Well,
no, that's too far back for me. 5 or 6.
The last one, 5 and 6. The 5 and 6 are the best.
Good. Okay, I'll watch 5 and 6.
Watch 5 and 6 because they're connected.
Okay.
You can honestly skip 1 through 4.
I will be skipping 1 through 4.
Yeah, 5 and 6 are fantastic, and that will set you up for this next one because we are reviewing this movie, Brittany.
I still want to know.
Yes, I will.
From everybody, we have to share this: Tom Cruise or Fast and Furious franchise. Brittany chooses Fast and Furious franchise. Roger chooses Tom Cruise. I actually also choose Tom Cruise. I'm curious.
Yeah, it's not
other people
like
choose.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Roger's like it's not even comparable.
Oblivion,
I have. Oh no! I've also seen what's The End of the World, War of the Worlds. That's a bad movie. Yeah. Is that Tom Cruise? That acting is bad, you guys. I'm sorry. That acting is bad.
I have to rewatch it, but I believe that was a very well received movie.
I'm sure it was, but I don't. Anything I just can't. His acting to me, I don't think it's.
You watched a movie from the '80s and you judged him in his entire career based on that. How many actors have had a bad movie early in their career and then
because then I remembered. Oh, I've seen War of the Worlds or End of the World or whatever it is.
Movie. Even by your
not that old, not that old.
2004.
What is it? It's like 2002.
That's old for
2005.
2004, 2005.
So that makes sense.
That's at the cutoff. That's the cutoff. So yeah.
Still, do you realize that's 18 years old?
Yeah, you're right. Okay, I will watch. I do want to watch Top Gun Maverick too, but I will watch Mission Impossible 5 and 6, and then we'll review this one that's coming out. It's gonna be good.
I will drive over to your house just for a movie night to watch Top Gun Maverick.
Perfect. Okay, you set it up.
Tell Brayden to set it up too.
Okay, you just text the Nope group chat.
Okay.
Valkyrie, that was
good list. Good list. Roger's about to give in this Tom Cruise conversation that we have going on.
That's just
no,
insane to me.
This is a great list.
There's no way you'll ever take a Fast and Furious franchise over Tom Cruise's career.
Well, as of right now, I am. I'm sorry. As of right now, with my current knowledge, I absolutely am.
That's a very respectable
as of now,
comment.
Roger.
I actually respect that.
Having seen one
as of
movie.
now, with what I've
Thank
seen,
you.
I choose.
Thank you. As of now, from what I've seen
but you should
and what I know,
because I think there is a good chance your opinion might change. But you know, who knows? Maybe it stays the same. But I think you should go watch a couple more Tom Cruise movies.
Roger, have you seen Fast 5? Yes or no?
Is that the one where they drive the safe out of a building
yes.
on the freeway in Brazil?
Yes.
So with that statement, I think I just answered the question.
Yeah, you did.
I think I saw the end of that movie, and oh my goodness, it was painful.
I know, but I just think it's fun to enjoy them for what they are. Like these one-liners when The Rock says his funny stuff. Like it's just good to enjoy it for what it is. Let loose.
I can't turn my brain off to that extent. I'm sorry.
I could use that same argument with The Power of the Dog. Just enjoy it for what it is, Brittany, because it's an Oscar-nominated film. You know, I could use that same argument. I don't know if that's a good one. You know,
that is a valid argument. He makes a great point. I'm sorry, but he makes a great point.
I know. I'm not saying that the Fast and Furious franchises are incredible. I'm just saying, like, I enjoy them for what they are.
Tom Cruise has some incredible movies.
Okay, well, I just haven't
eating
seen
popcorn right now. This is too good of an argument.
No, okay.
I know, and that's why I'm appalled you're making that call. I'm appalled.
I haven't seen them. How do you want me to do when I've only seen 2 and I didn't like it? How do you want me to pick him?
Okay, how about this? By the end of the year, you have. Let's make a goal that you watch 3 Tom Cruise movies, 3, and then by the end of the year,
and they are. I will tell you which ones to watch. Yes,
Top Gun, I'll watch 5,
Mission Impossible
6.
5 and 6.
Wait,
and 7.
How many Fast and Furious?
So you guys are gonna make me watch 7.
There are 11 Fast and Furious movies, so I believe you should be able to watch 11 Tom Cruise movies.
I won't. No, I'm telling you now. No. I will do it. Mission Impossible 5 and 6 and 7 when it comes out.
Top Gun Maverick.
That'll probably be last, but yes, I'll watch it.
I will watch with you guys, so don't worry.
I'm telling you, Brittany, book it with Spencer and watch it. It is a genuinely fantastic movie.
Well, I know Lady Gaga sings in it, so it's got to be great.
It's not even comparable to the first one. It's in a different.
Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know.
The first one looks very bad compared to this film.
The first one.
I'm not saying the first one is bad. It just looks bad.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Well, the first one was also like it was an 80s movie. It was very much an 80s movie. Let's say that. It was very much an 80s movie. Right? Like he follows her into the bathroom. I was like, what? Yeah, that's creepy. Karate Kid is an 80s movie. It's not a great movie, but it's an 80s movie, and that's its brand. So
which movie on our list? Which movie on our list comes out first? Is it Little Mermaid?
Little Mermaid, and then Spider-Verse.
Ooh, okay.
And then I don't know the rest, honestly. Elemental might be close.
Indiana Jones is like mid-June.
Yeah, Flash and Elemental come out on June 16th, and I believe that might be following. So we have some good movies to watch in June. May was a little disappointing. It has been, at least.
Other than Guardians.
And that's it. That's literally the only decent.
That's the only good positive.
Decent, like really good movie that I've enjoyed going.
That was a top tier movie.
Do you guys know if I need to know like anything about the Flash before I watch this movie? Do I need to watch Justice League? What do you guys think?
Watch Zack Snyder's Justice League. And I know it's long, but it is well thought out, even with all the, the kinkiness, or not the kinkiness, sorry, the clunkiness.
Oh my goodness. What?
The clunkiness. Yeah, it's a little clunky, but it's 4 hours of a well thought out story, so.
Well, the reason I ask is because DC, I've seen all of Wonder Woman, like all the Wonder Womans. I just haven't seen Aquaman or the Justice League. But I've seen like the rest of the DC stuff. You don't need to see those two.
Just watch Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Okay.
I did not see Wonder Woman 1884. No, I did not see it, and I have no desire to.
Yeah, I don't think you're missing out on much, unfortunately.
You are missing out on Pedro Pascal, I'll tell you that much.
I've seen enough of him in actual good movies. So
and TV shows. Let's not count it out.
TV shows. Sorry. Well, there it is. So again, Spencer has Oppenheimer, Asteroid City, The Creator, Elemental, and Talk to Me. I have Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning Part 1, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, Meg 2, and Blue Beetle. And Brittany has Barbie, The Flash, Little Mermaid, Extraction 2, and No Hard Feelings. Let us know who has the best 5 movies set for our summer movie Without a Mic draft. I think we got the best movies. I don't think there was any egregious misses here in the leftovers. So let us know.
I mean, our last picks are, you can tell, but let us know what you think.
Yeah, and their strengths and weaknesses, and let us know what you think for sure.
Yeah.
Make sure you follow us on Without a Mic on Instagram, please, and give us 5-star reviews so we can be Rotten Tomatoes certified.
Hey, see you next week.
Go bye.
Bye.
5 stars.
Bye.